Hey there guys, what's up? Ragtter here, welcoming you to Ladder Anxiety. Competitive games can be really intimidating, hard to get into, and frustrating, but it is my goal to show you that they can be fun and relaxing. It's also my goal to make it through this episode because I'm having something of an allergy attack at the moment, so if I sound sniffly or if I lose my breath, I hope you understand. But that's besides the point. Today we're going to be playing OverUsed, and OverUsed is regarded as the most stressful tier. It's hard to get into, there's a lot of things you need to know, there are lots of viable Pokémon, but it doesn't have to be. The people in here might be mean, and the teams and the battles might be difficult, but we can do it, and we can make it fun. So let's just sit back and take a deep breath. That is the most interesting team I've seen all day. Let's have some fun, huh? Let's have ourselves a good time. Now, I'm honestly not sure what my opponent's going to be leading with. There's at least 2 Magic Bounce users and a Fake Out user in here. So, let's go with Clefable, because Clefable doesn't really fear anything. So we've got this Lopunny out here, and I'm immediately curious, do I try to set up some Calm Minds? Well, let's go for it. Oh, Lopunny's going to be going for that Cosmic Power, but I'll be going for the Calm Mind. I'm genuinely interested to see what this Lopunny wants to do. Let's hit it with a Moonblast and see what it wants to, or see what it's going to take. It's probably going to do some stored power shenanigans. I do manage to lower its special attack, and at this point I am kind of wishing that I was carrying the Flamethrower over, or the Thunder Wave over the Flamethrower, but you can't help these kinds of things, so, you know, in the end, we just have to take it for what it's worth. So let's get Clefable boosted up some more. Actually, I kind of wish this was an unaware Clefable as well, but, again, you can't change these kinds of things while you're in the moment, so, while this could have a lot of a different turnout if my Clefable was different, my Clefable isn't different, it's the way it is, and we just have to deal with it. And that's not a bad thing, because even if we lose, we can still have a good time. My opponent's team is clearly very tricky, so we'll just have to see what he wants to do. I'm honestly very curious, but with Clefable's Calm Minds on our side, I'm pretty confident in our ability, and if we can't win, then we can't win, and it's not a big deal. It doesn't have to be bad to lose. We can learn a lot. So Lopunny is going to go for the Baton Pass, and it's going to go out to Ursaring. And with about 30% chance, it gets a Flame Orb off. This isn't the best, but I think we can still do this. Ursaring's going to go for that. It hits me with the Facade and knocks me out completely. The Flame Orb's going to tick it down though. Clefable definitely did her job in that regard. Now, let's see if Weavile can't finish off the job. Let's go for Low Kick. Low Kick is almost going to take it out. That's actually really amazing, Weavile. The Hammer Arm is going to take Weavile out of the game, but Ursaring is going to fall as a result. So he's lost 1 Pokemon to my 2. Not the most optimal, but with Ursaring out of the way, I wonder what the Lopunny's going to Baton Pass onto next. Well, I'm going to Mega Evolve. And I'm going to go for the U-turn, and I'm going to go into Heatran. Because Heatran can pass off a Taunt and a Toxic onto this thing, and I can really mess it up that way. So let's go, Heatran, you and me. Ooh, did you hear my belly? I'm quite hungry right now. So, let's go for Taunt. Lopunny is going to not be able to pass off its Baton Pass now. And I will go for the Toxic. It has Drain Punch. Not the most effective on my Heatran when this thing's not Mega Evolved though. And now I've got the Toxic off, so I especially wouldn't be Baton Passing out anything right now. So, I wonder what the Lopunny's going to do. I think I'm going to go back into Scizor and set up some Swords Dances. It's just going to keep going for the Drain Punch. So if I were him, I would probably be passing off onto Bronzong, because Bronzong won't take the Toxic. But we'll see, we'll see. So let's see what +2 attack is going to get us with a nice well-placed Bullet Punch. About 38%, I can't really complain about that. It's going to set up more Cosmic Powers though. But it's taking a lot from the Toxic at this point. I wonder if it can hold on. Let's see, one more Bullet Punch is going to take Lopunny out of the game. That was a very, very interesting setup by my opponent. I wonder... He is going to stay in. Probably, if I were him, I would be going for the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm just going to hard switch into Heatran. No, he is going to go right into Sableye, and he is going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm a little surprised he didn't stay in with the priority, though. So... let's just go for Lava Plume, since my fire attacks are that much stronger, and I do get a burn off onto Sableye. So, I'm pretty happy about that. Now, is this Sableye running Baton Pass too? If it is, it's going to have to pass off a burn. And I can't taunt this one, but I can hit it very hard. It goes for the payback, so... this part of my opponent's strategy confuses me a little bit. But, honestly, I'm having a pretty good time. Trying to figure out and pick apart my opponent's strategy here has been really fascinating. And seeing how well my team holds up against such unusual pressure, that's definitely very rewarding, I think. Like, when you team build and you get this kind of feedback, it's very cool. Now, obviously this Espeon is carrying the Magic Bounce, so it goes for the trick. It hands me a Choice Scarf, which I'm not upset about. I should be outspeeding that Persian at this point. And while it has locked me into Lava Plume, I don't think I have anything to worry about. Although even with the Choice Scarf, the Espeon does outspeed me. So today I learned. Now into Bronzong. I suppose this is the moment where we find out if this is heat-proof or not. That's almost assuredly heat-proof. But I do get the burn off. It goes for the Gyro Ball. Oh dear. Was my opponent expecting a switch, or... has he just kind of given up the ghost at this point? I'm honestly not sure, but either way, this game has been fascinating, I'll tell you what. We do get a critical hit on the Bronzong. I don't think it matters at this point, because we are taking this thing down bit by bit. I've still got 2 Pokemon in reserve, Heatran's at relatively decent HP, and I've got my Choice Scarf on. So last but not least is Persian. Let's see what my Lava Plume will do to this, and let's see what my opponent wants to do to me. Whatever it is, this has been an excellent game. Fury Swipes. This has been an excellent game, and I'm not upset at all by the outcome. I'm honestly having a great time. That Fury Swipes, though. Oh, maybe is this... no. Because it had the Focus Sash. Your team was... oh, I was going to compliment him on his team. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, let's look for one more battle. Just to round off that episode. Huh, another very interesting looking... oh dear. These are the things you sometimes have to deal with when you play live, but it's not that big of a deal. Another interesting looking team. The Space Butterfree, so we're looking at a Jesse Cox fan here. That's pretty cool. I don't really know how to handle his team. I think one thing I'd like to do is lead off with Weavile. Now he's going to lead off with Azelf, obviously. You too. He said have fun. You can't see that because of my border, but we shall see. So I'm going to get the knockoff going, and Azelf is going to be knocked down to 1% HP, but I'm actually going to hang in there, and let's get off an Ice Shard. Just to knock this Azelf out of the game once and for all, prevent any Stealth Rock shenanigans, any explosions of any kind. This has crippled my Weavile, but against this team, I might save Weavile for one last-ditch effort. Or maybe I can... I'm very curious. I'm going to go for the Ice Shard just to do what I can to the Diggersby. It actually does a whole lot, so I'm pretty impressed by that. Diggersby is then going to go for the Quick Attack. Okay, I can get behind that. So I'm going to go into Scizor. And from Scizor, let us Mega Evolve, and I'm predicting the switch, so I'm going to go for the U-turn. No, Diggersby is just going to go for the Frustration. So let's see if my U-turn's enough to pick up the KO. It in fact is. So I'm pretty pleased about that. And from here, I think I go into Raikou. And with Raikou, I can Volt Switch out of whatever he brings in. Or I can at least threaten whatever he brings in. He brings in the Gallade. So let's Volt Switch, because I can go into Clefable, and I'm not really too afraid of this thing. 54% from Raikou. So if I need to come in, and maybe I can take a hit. That's pretty good to know. So it's going to start setting up Swords Dances. I want to go for a Moonblast. Oh, that Zen Headbutt. Oh, but Clefable gets the flinch. That's very unfortunate. We might go down to the Mega Gallade. But I would honestly not mind losing to Mega Gallade. It's a very powerful and a very cool Pokemon. So Mega Gallade, I think we can take it out with Starmie. Alright, I'm counting on you, Starmie. The Psychic is going to be enough to take the Gallade out, so that's fantastic. That's a load off my mind, actually. And now Thundurus is out here. So I wonder... The Thundurus doesn't outspeed me. And if I hit it enough with Starmie, I think I can pick up the Revenge KO. And I don't really need Starmie for either of the two remaining Pokemon. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. I am almost able to take it out completely. That's very fortunate. You did your job well, Starmie. Kudos to you, my friend. And now... Actually... Raikou should be able to pick up a KO here, with another well-placed Volt Switch. So Volt Switch again. I don't think Thundurus can do anything to me. It is going to switch. He's going to Hard Switch into Bisharp. So I'm going to be able to get the Volt Switch off. I almost take it out, actually. That's really good. I wonder if I can pick up the KO with Scizor. I'll go into Heatran, though, because I'm not particularly afraid of the Bisharp. And if I am, I'll find out the hard way. It goes for the knockoff. It's going to remove my leftovers, which is unfortunate. But I am going to be able to pick up the KO onto the Bisharp. So that's good news for me, and now Slurpuff is out here. Now I know what these Slurpuffs like to do, so I'm going to go for the Taunt. He is going to get off a Substitute, though. That's unfortunate. But he does have the Taunt up now, so let's go for the Lava Plume. He's just going to go right for the Drain Punch. Hits surprisingly hard. Let's hope the Lava Plume's going to break the sub. He's going to finish me off with a Drain Punch, but now I should be able to bring Scizor in and pick up the Revenge KO. That's not who I want. So let's see how much my Bullet Punch will do. In total, is going to switch out of Slurpuff and into Thundurus. Bullet Punch is going to be able to pick up the KO onto Thundurus. Slurpuff comes back in. I wonder if he just did that to get rid of the taunt. Well, let's see. I'm able to knock it down to its Citrus Berry. It's going to Belly Drum, but it's going to fail because of the lack of HP. And one more Bullet Punch is going to take it out. So I'm going to say GG and a happy face, because that was a fun game. Mega Scizor really brought its A-game today. I'm very impressed by it. And that was our little foray into the Overused format. We fought two very interesting teams, and we ended up against someone who didn't even want to play. But that's fine. That's what happens when you play competitive games. Not everyone wants to play along, and sometimes you're going to have to face some really weird teams, but if you just do your best and don't get frustrated by other people trying to use gimmicks or outplaying you or using something you're not familiar with, then you'll have fun anyway. Just enjoy yourself and take every game as it is. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, but if you have, please show it by leaving a like and a comment down below telling me how much fun you've had, and I will see you next time as we return to Pokémon Showdown. Until then, thank you for watching, take care, and have a good one. Bye-bye!